So, Gurren Lagann, major spoilers ahead for this masterful piece of animation. So, let's just get everything off the table real quick. There was literally not a single thing wrong with this show at all. And I don't say that about many shows lightly. I think it's safe to say, based on the title of the video, yeah, I was wrong. And I was wrong about mech anime because this whole time, I have never liked mech anime. I've never been a fan of Gundam type of anime, mostly because their prevalence to need to use CGI and, the machinery of it all. I'm not a fan of it. But I can tell you safely that this kind of sort of changed my worldview on mech anime. I'm not even exaggerating. This show has so many amazing characters. Like, obviously, Kamina is one of my favorite. Of course, Simone and Kamina put together is just masterful. And when they took my boys away from each other, bro, like, the brotherly love, like, oh, the consuming, it was great. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, man. Like, every time, freaking bro, every time Kamina had a line of dialogue, it was just a freaking motivational speech. Like, I'm not even bullcrapping you. Every time this man got on the scene, bro, it made me want to be a man. Even more of a man than I already am. Like, bro, Kamina is so cool. Like, he literally felt like the main character for like the majority of the first half of the series. Like, and it was amazing. Like, it was so cool. And then when he died, and it transitions perfectly over to freaking Simone without missing a note. And I didn't feel like, oh man, because like, I know that a lot of anime do this. Like, they try to switch over main characters, and it doesn't oftentimes work. Boruto. But like, when it's done right, it's done beautifully. Like, bro, I felt for Simone just as much as I felt for Kamina. Like, I'm telling you, and like, you felt his presence throughout the entirety of the show moving forward. And like, everything about the freaking fight scenes were phenomenal, whether they be in mechs or in hand-to-hand quarters combat, which is very rare actually. But when it happened, it was amazing. And again, the character development, the way these characters grow and mature with time passing was awesome. Seeing Simone grow from this scared kid who's like can barely operate his freaking Gundam to this brave leader of an entire new society, and then back to his roots, Simone the Digger. Like, it's really amazing how this show managed to capture so much in such a little runtime. Like, bro, it's I can't even speak. It's so good. It's really, really good. Like, I can't put it into other words. Like, I don't hate this anime. Like, there's nothing about it I hate. And man, I miss being positive on my freaking YouTube channel because there's so little time where I get to just geek out and go on this. Like, bro, I'm fumbling my words. Like, I've been waiting to talk about this because I wanted to finish it wholeheartedly. And bro, when I'm telling you, I loved this show, and even the romance between Simone and his I really forgot her name. Like, that's tragic. It'll be like an asterisk on the screen, but you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, honestly, she was probably the one thing about the show that was kind of one note. Like, I don't know, like, she felt very wooden. You know what I mean? Like, like, that's how I felt about her. I get that Simone needed motivation, but yeah. And bro, the anti-spiral, bro, like, talk about intimidation. He's trying to beat Madara for like best villain. Like, he almost had him beat with the monologues a few times. I was like, hold up now. Calm down, Aizen 2.0, Madara 2.0. Like, calm it down. Like, calm down the energy, please. Like, you need to chill. Like, keep it in your pants. Like, I don't know, man. And the redeeming of the Spiral King was honestly pretty cool as well. Like, honestly, it did feel forced a little bit because, like, yeah, after everything he did, in his own way, he did kind of protect humanity. And like he said, think of him what you will, but he did what he thought was right. And honestly, I can't get mad at him because, like, yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, it was just amazing, man. But the bond between the characters, even after Kamina's death, was still strong. Like, even if all the politics and stuff got in the way of what they knew what was true, they were still friends at the end of the day, and they still cared for each other. They still had each other's backs. And more importantly, they were all still a family at the end of the day. You know, they were still Team Gurren. And honestly, it was incredible. You know, seeing the sacrifices that each of these individual characters made on their journeys to become the characters who they were eventually destined to become, the heroes they were destined to become, to save the universe, literally. It was amazing. And Kamina, his humbling throughout this entire second half of the series was honestly interesting to see him mature. But yeah, to wrap this up, man, to see Kamina grow, to see him make these sacrifices, to see the consequences of his actions, to see him change. Honestly, it was incredible to see him understand that sometimes you don't always get to be the grand hero. You don't always get the happy ending. And that's okay too. Because at the end of the day, he lived his life and he lived it well. And honestly, man, that show, bro, it's just great. It's so good. It's so good. Like, there's not much I can say else about it besides I love this show. Like, I was wrong about this show. I was wrong about mech anime. And honestly, might even give, you know what I'm saying, I might give Code Geass a shot. You know, get the first time for everything, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, let me know what you guys think of this video. Leave it down in the comments below. I will be reading it. Like, comment, subscribe, all good stuff, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.